I'm Susan Phelan, and I have with me Mikey Brooks, who is both an author and an illustrator. And I admire that because I've never gotten much beyond stick figures. So did you start with writing first or illustrating, or did they just kind of blend seamlessly?
Well, it's kind of both. When I grew up, I had a grandma who was an artist. She painted, and so she taught me how to paint. I was always doodling and drawing on everything, my textbooks at school and notebooks and stuff. But I just kind of made up stories along the way and kind of put them with characters. That's how I got my
So you
start.
started doodling and then made stories out
with
of your
them.
doodles, basically?
Yeah.
Oh,
I would invent stories, and then I would want to make the character, or I would draw a face and I would want to put that face into a story. And that's how I kind of got the start.
so as you drew the face, a story would
Yeah.
kind of pop out to you. That's
Yep.
an interesting way. That's an interesting way to come up with story.
Yeah.
Some people say, well, where do you get your ideas? And that would be, for an illustrator, that's an interesting way to go about it. Just start doodling and see what comes up, what happens.
We used to look at paintings and stuff and just kind of imagine what the story was supposed to be told in that painting, and that's kind of how I took the approach on it.
Oh, cool. I like that very much. Well, we have a couple of your picture books here. Do you want to tell us about them?
Yes, I've got ABC Adventures, Magical Creatures. This is the first in a series of ABC books. And this one is really fun. It's everything in is a magical creature. So you've got, D is for dragon, F is for fairy, O is for ogre. And it's fun because it has this explorer that kind of takes you along this trip of these magical creatures.
Okay.
And along the way, he teaches kids about these creatures, and so they can familiarize themselves with it and also learn a little bit about the alphabet.
All right. So now does your Explorer, you say it's a series, does the same Explorer go throughout all the series?
Yes.
Oh, so the kids get to know
So
this one character that they're familiar with and follow him around.
Yep.
Okay, very cool. Can you tell me a little bit more about your picture books, about where you got the idea?
Well, my book Beans Dragons, which is my ultimate favorite book, is actually about my daughter. She one day just started yelling in the other room about these dragons to get out of the house. And she has the wildest imagination. Well, her dragons turn into 12 dragons. And they're still around today. They play our house. They run around.
So she doesn't have an imaginary friend, she has imaginary dragons.
She has imaginary dragons. And Bean is my daughter in the book. And Bean gets in trouble. Her parents come, out from wherever they are. They go away to take care of their baby, and they come back, and the house is just a wreck. And this happens all the time at my house because my girl's very, very messy. But and she wants to explain to her parents that she has these dragons that are making the mess, but they don't see them, and it just shows how she gets in trouble, but their friendship helps her get out of it and stuff, and they learn to be clean and not so messy. And it's fun because it kind of has a personal touch to me because it's about my daughter and she loves it, and I've gotten good reviews on it. So.
Oh, very cool. Now, I understand, besides having your own picture books, you've done illustration for other people. And you also, I envy the position you're in. You're looking at 2 contracts.
Yes.
For a middle grade
Series. Yes.
series called
The Dream Keeper, and it's about everybody goes to dreams when they sleep. Everybody knows, but I try to use something that everybody knew about, kind of this world that we all live in, but we don't quite know about. So dreams exist. It's a world, and every night when we go to sleep, we go there. We go through a crossing, and we have what's called dream keepers that help us go to and from dreams. And what happens is dreams gets taken over by a nightmare. And it's up to these 2 kids, Parker and Kaylin, who are 12 years old, to rescue our world from the nightmares trying to take over. And so it's pretty fun. And I get to do lots of things because I get to play with nightmares, I get to play with good dreams and bad dreams, and what happens if all the nightmares of our dreams come into our world? It would be pretty terrifying. So.
Well,
that's
that
fun.
That's really cool. And dreams and nightmares for kids, middle grade kids, is that's an intriguing subject, and I wish you the best of luck on deciding which publisher to go with, which I wish I could even ask who it is, but I know I can't when you're in that stage, but good luck to you with that.
Thank you.
And thank you so much, Mikey. We really appreciate you coming and interviewing with us, and hopefully next time you'll have the cover of your new book. That would be so cool to see Dream Keepers. Dream Keeper.
The Dream
singular.
Keeper.
Okay. This is Susan Phelan, and I've interviewed Mikey Brooks. Thank you for watching Utah Book Scene.